Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about speed. Okay, so we're going to look at speed notes. So in our journal, what we're going to do is we are going to draw some graphs, right? So we have our speed graphs. Well, I'm glad that worked out for us. Hang on. Speed graphs. Alright, so what we're going to do is you're going to take a pencil because it is difficult. I'm using a pen and we'll see how many times I don't mess up. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at some distance versus time graphs, because if you're looking at speed, it's always going to be distance versus time. So I'm going to say distance versus time. Okay? Now, if I wanted to look at constant speed, what I would do is I would draw here and see how it's a straight line. It doesn't curve, it doesn't bend, it's a straight line. So this for speed is constant speed. Okay? Alright. Next, we're going to draw another graph. Alright, and it's still a distance versus time graph. Alright, but this time this one looks like that. Okay? So what does that mean? It means that this would be accelerating. Okay, it's showing acceleration. Alright, so the next one, which is still a distance over time, because remember, when you do speed, you're dividing distance over time, right? Alright, so this one's showing that it is at rest. Okay? Alright, the next one. We're still doing distance over time. Alright, but this one is like this, kind of like a frowny face. Alright, so this one would show, you guessed it, deceleration. Alright, then we got some graphs show multiple lines. And there's still distance over time. We're still talking about that. Okay? But what happens is there's A, B, and C. Now, for those of us who do not have colors, that's totally fine. Okay, so if you do not have colors, and that's totally fine, even though it was on the list of things for you to get, it would probably be good for you to have. What you can do is you can do one line, you can do dashes for B, and then C is dots. Okay, so same graph. For those of us who have colors and who don't, it's totally fine. So A is the fastest. Okay, then we need to know that the more So the more steep the slope, the higher the speed. Right? So A would be the fastest, B would be a middle speed, and C would be the slowest one on there. Okay? So, and I do have one more graph for you to draw about this. Okay? So, call it dry mix. So, when you look at this, what it's showing you, D stands for dependent, and it's the Y axis. Alright, I in mix stands for independent, and it is the X axis. Okay, so that's our first page. Right, on the next page. And I'm not going to do backs just because I can't do my camera like that, but you can absolutely use the back of your paper. That's totally fine. These are acceleration graphs. Okay, so what acceleration shows, it's speed over time. If you notice, they're all over time, but these are speed over time graphs. Okay, so this one goes up like this, and hang on, they both of these. Okay, so again, you can pause. I just want to let you know you can pause this at any point and rewatch or whatever you need to do. Both of these are representing acceleration. So it's the same acceleration, right? It's accelerating. Okay, then those are both positive acceleration. Alright, so this one is a speed versus time graph again, but this one's a straight line. And they will try to trick you like this. You need to be careful. Alright, this one is showing constant speed. Okay? Constant speed. Alright, so these are velocity graphs. So velocity is a change in position over time. Okay? And graphs keep getting sloppier. It's very concerning. Okay? So this one is a negative slope, right? But it's returning to the start. So the displacement would be 0. Alright? So here is position over time. Alright, this one is like this. And this one is accelerating, so it's acceleration. And one more. Position over time. And what you're going to do is, this could be a straight line, or this one is a constant velocity. Remember, velocity is speed with a direction. Okay? Alright, so then we have, let's split the line again. And this one we're going to look at a velocity versus time graph. So velocity during time, that's what we're looking at. Okay. Oh goodness, you can't see that. All right, there you go. All right, so velocity versus time graphs. So it's speed with a direction, so you know a couple of different things. So we're going to draw okay? So what we'll do is label this. Okay, so this bottom one is accelerating, but it's constant. Okay, it's a constant acceleration, right? This next one, it's supposed to be flat, but I can't draw. So, but it is a steady speed. Our next one is deceleration. And this swoop is acceleration, but it's not at a constant speed, okay? This one is not a constant speed. Okay, so that is it for your graph notes, okay?